Brothers and sisters, I can't shut up. Well, brothers and sisters, today I'm going to tell you everything I know about pancakes. That's right, pancakes. You know, it's you take a little flour and a little liquid. Maybe there's an egg involved. I don't know. But you whip it up and you put it on the hot griddle and you fry it up, and it's like a pastry, I guess. I guess it's like a pastry. I don't know what it is. It's comfort food, brothers and sisters. It's a pancake. So maybe you don't call them pancakes. They got lots of names. All over the world they call them different things. Maybe you call them griddle cakes. Maybe you call them Johnny cakes. Maybe you call them flapjacks. I like the flapjacks. That's a good one. Flapjacks is a good name for it. I like that one. Sometimes they're called hoe cakes. That got its name because they used to use their old garden hoe. You use the flat part of the garden hoe and you cook some pancakes over the fire on your garden hoe, so they're called hoe cakes. Then you got your buckwheat cakes. Buckwheat cakes are made out of buckwheat flour. That's how that got its name. Buckwheat flour is just a different kind of flour. You can use any kind of flour you want. You can use cornmeal. You know, I don't know what you call those. Probably corn cakes, I guess. You can use any kind of flour you want. To be completely honest, Brother Jack has a little bit of trouble processing the regular kind of flour. So I make the gluten-free pancakes. I know, don't judge me. I'm one of those kind of guys with the gluten-free pancakes. I used to would have wanted to beat me up for something like that, but I can't help it. It's the only way I can eat the pancakes now without having problems, if you know what I mean. So brothers and sisters, it's all about consistency. You know, when you're whipping up your batter, if you make a real stiff, thick batter and you gloop it down there on the griddle, it's, you know, you got a big old thick pancake. That's what that happens there. But if you take your batter and you thin it down and make a nice thin runny batter and you spread it out on the griddle, it's a real thin pancake. And we call those crepes. That's a crepe, brothers and sisters. You take those, you can eat them thin, but you take them, you roll them up with all kinds of goodies inside, the fruit and the strawberries and the cream cheese, whatever, and that's your crepes. It's two different things. It's like night and day. They're two different things, but I tell you, they're all pancakes, and I love them all just the same. So I tell you, they eat pancakes all over the world, brothers and sisters. All over the world, throughout all history, they eat pancakes. And I tell you, in Japan, they make pancakes, but they use cabbage in the pancakes. I don't know how I feel about that. I would be willing to try a pancake made with cabbage, but I'm not sure that is going to be my favorite pancake. It might be pretty low on the list of pancakes. I'm not sure I'm really interested in the cabbage pancakes. So brothers and sisters, now I got to tell you the history of the pancake. You see, the word pancake itself goes back to the 15th century in England. That's where we get the word pancake. But pancakes themselves are a lot older than that. Something like a pancake can be traced way back to the 1st century in Rome. They called it alita dolcia. Alita dolcia. I have no idea if I'm saying that right because I don't know anything about the Latin language. But alita dolcia is translated as another sweet. And it was their version of the pancakes. And they'd eat them with, nuts and honey and whatnot. Alita dolcia. That's a long time ago, 1st century. Pancakes are old, brothers and sisters. And there's some people out there that think they go back even farther than that. There's some people that would speculate that the cavemen were eating pancakes. You know, they're cooking it on a hot stone right there next to the fire. I don't know. I'm not that old. I don't know if the cavemen were eating pancakes or not, but I know I like to eat the pancakes, so why wouldn't they? I think anybody throughout history would probably want to eat a pancake. Why not? So you might not know this, brothers and sisters, but there is a Pancake Day celebrated in a lot of the world. The Pancake Day celebration celebrates all things pancake. You know, they have contests to make the biggest pancake, or they have contests where they flip pancakes as high as they can flip them, or you have races where you run a race flipping a pancake back and forth for the race. All kinds of activities to celebrate the glorious pancake. That is a holiday I can get behind, brothers and sisters, but the Pancake Day celebration coincides with Shrove Tuesday. Shrove Tuesday in the Christian tradition is the day right before Lent. During Lent is 40 days before Easter, where you're supposed to give up all kinds of fat and eggs and all kinds of good stuff. You give it up for Lent. So on Shrove Tuesday, you make the pancakes to use up all the bad stuff that you're not supposed to eat during Lent while you're fasting and giving stuff up. You eat it all on Tuesday. So that kind of holiday, I get behind that kind of holiday. You know, anything involving pancakes, any kind of celebration of pancake, I'm into that. That sounds like a good plan. So now, brothers and sisters, I got to tell you about the toppings. You know, you got a lot of different topping options when it comes to the pancake. One of my favorites is a little strawberry jam up on top of the pancakes, especially if it's strawberry jam we made from strawberries in our garden. But you can use any kind of jam or jelly you could put on the top of the pancakes. Growing up, we used to use apple butter on there. If you don't know what apple butter is, you're missing out. You put some apple butter on the pancakes, that is fantastic. But of course, traditionally here in the United States, we use maple syrup. I like the maple flavored syrup to put on the pancakes. A lot of other places use different kinds of syrups. You know, you got your table syrup or any kind of, golden syrup or your corn syrups or any kind of syrup you put on there. To be honest, the word syrup is really hard for me to say, and I'm very impressed that I've said it this many times without screwing it up. But you can put all kinds of syrup up on that pancake. You can put anything you want on it. To be honest, you can put a little ice cream up on the pancake. That's been known to happen here at my house. It happens. You put a little ice cream on there. You can put anything you want on there. You can put a little chicken gravy on there if that's your thing. I don't know. Make it a little hearty. You can do whatever you need to do. So when I was growing up, brothers and sisters, we'd go visit my grandparents, and Grandma died when I was pretty young, and so that left Grandpap trying to figure things out for himself, and I don't know that he'd really done any cooking on his own prior to that, and so Grandma died. He had to figure out how to feed himself, and we'd go visit, and we wake up in the morning, we're there visiting, and in the kitchen it would smell like coffee because he's drinking his coffee, and he's got the hot griddle ready to go, and he'd make us pancakes. That's one of the things Grandpap learned how to make. He learned how to make pancakes, and I have a lot of special memories involving the smell of that kitchen with the coffee and the hot griddle and the pancakes, and Grandpa would make pancakes for everybody. We'd have this huge feast of pancakes, and that's some really special memories for me, brothers and sisters, of Grandpa figuring out how to make it work with the pancakes after Grandma died. So brothers and sisters, in addition to being an amazing musician and an exquisite storyteller, I am also a stay-at-home dad. You might not know that about me, but I am a stay-at-home dad. And to be honest, I was not equipped for the job when I got hired, if you know what I mean. I didn't know how to do any of this stuff, but the kids came along and, somewhere along the way I learned how to make pancakes, and that has saved me on more than one occasion. If we're having some problems here in the house, there's something going on, things are out of control, 9 times out of 10, all I have to do is ask the question, who wants pancakes? And problem solved. Pancake solves a problem most of the time. And so, brothers and sisters, I love making pancakes for my kids. It's the smell, the hot griddle, and the coffee. It's like full circle. It's a circle of life, brothers and sisters. It's like my grandpa making pancakes for me, and now I'm making pancakes for my kids. It's like it all coming back around. So we got a lot of problems in our world right now, brothers and sisters. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world, and it seems like a mess. But I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, I really believe 9 out of 10 problems could be solved if anybody would just step up out there and ask the question, who wants pancakes? I really believe pancakes could solve most of the world's problems. Who wants pancakes? So brothers and sisters, that's all I know about pancakes. I hope you got something out of this. I know I sure did. I feel a whole lot better now than when I started, so I hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate you spending time with me. I'm glad you spent this time listening to me talk on and on about pancakes. It really means a lot to me that you spent this time with me, but that's all I know about pancakes. So God willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll talk to you again very soon. Until next time, you all be fantastic and eat your pancakes.